Good evening and welcome to Carnegie Town Hall. I'll call to order this regular meeting of the City Planning Commission. We'll begin with an informational item. We've been recognizing projects that have gone above and beyond. And tonight, Commissioner Pearson is going to recognize one for us.
Thank you. First established in the 1930s as the Wilson Terminal, the building was tenant to many of Sioux Falls' early founded companies, being considered by the locals as a state-of-the-art complex which hosted many of Sioux Falls' popular social events. Now located in the historic region of the Sioux Falls East Bank, the renovated building now presents extraordinary business fronts from unique Greek cuisine to elegant boutiques. No cookie-cutter stores, just personality. The center features of Aviana, Barbara's Needlepoint, East Bank Gallery, interiors, etc., Josephine's Unique Floral Designery, Kay's Restaurant, the Mixed Nutrition Center, Plum's Cooking, Rug and Relic, Sanaz, 8th Street Gourmet, Simply Perfect, and Sticks and Steel. Several buildings encompass 8th and Railroad Center, including the Frank Transfer Building, home to Queen City Bakery, and one that I'm a favorite of, Prairie Berry East Bank Winery. The Crane Center sits across the street and features Balloon Squad, Artworks, Huel Studios, and Mary Selvig Framing. Hilton Garden Inn with Elements on 8th recently opened west of the center to its design, and Josiah's Coffee House sit across the parking lot. Monk House of Ale Repute is just north of 8th and Railroad. During the summer months, the Sioux Empire Farmers Market sets up shop on Saturday mornings and the first Friday of summer months, including a block party. Several other events take place throughout the year. Please join me in recognizing the 8th and Railroad Center.
Thank you, Denny. With that, we'll move on to have the Planning Commission approve the consent and the regular agenda. In order to place non-controversial items on the consent agenda, Planning Commission will approve of them all at once. These are items that have not had many comments or seem to have not had any comments or seem to follow the letter of the law as we go forward. Denise, if you would read those for us, please.
Item 1 is approval of the November 5th, 2014 minutes of the regular meeting. Item 2 is plats. Item 3 is a 2025 downtown plan. Item 4, 1957-2014 rezone from the AG Agricultural District to the I-1 Light Industrial District for allowed forms located at 3400 East Benson Road. Item 5, 1966-2014 rezone from the AG Agricultural District to the I-1 Light Industrial District for allowed forms located north of East Benson Road and east-west of future North Bonson Avenue. Item 6, 1969-2014 is a preliminary subdivision plan for Mystic Creek, located north of East 10th Street and west of South 6 Mile Road.
Thank you, Denise. Did any Planning Commission member have an objection to one of these 6 items? Was there anybody in the audience that wanted to talk about items 1 through 6? If not, the Planning Commission will approve these all with one motion.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, same sign. The consent agenda carries. If you are here for items 1 through 6, you're free to go or you're free to stay. It's up to you. Now with the regular agenda, can we have a motion to approve that?
Move to approve the regular agenda.
Have a motion. Is there a second? Motion and a second. All in favor, please say yes.
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 Opposed, same sign. The regular agenda is approved.
Item 7, 1946-2014 rezone from the RA2 apartment residential medium density to the C2 commercial neighborhood and streetcar for allowed forms located at 3307 South Holly Avenue.
Jason Bieber with planning staff. This is an application by Chris Johnson of Lloyd Companies. It is to rezone a property for future retail development utilizing the RE3 form. It is located at 3307 South Holly Avenue, which is just north of West 41st Street. The applicant is proposing to rezone roughly 0.29 acres from the RA2 zoning district to the C2 commercial district and combine this parcel with the existing car wash parcel to the south. The plan is then to redevelop the entire site with a multi-tenant retail building. The submitted concept plan does indicate the required 10-foot front yard setbacks off of West 41st Street and South Holly Avenue. Parking for the multi-tenant retail building will be calculated at 1 to 200 square feet for a total of 40 parking spaces. The submitted plan does indicate more parking spaces than required by the ordinance. A level A buffer yard is required on the west sides of this form adjacent to the MD1 form on the west. That includes a 10-foot setback and either a 2-foot berm or 4-foot fence. With 20 units of landscaping for each 100 lineal feet. Further, a level B buffer yard is required on the north side, which requires a 15-foot setback, which can be reduced by 5 feet if it's adjacent to a parking lot. And they provide a 4-foot fence, 2-foot berm, and 30 units of landscaping per 100 lineal feet. The proposed zoning does meet the Shape Sioux Falls Comprehensive Plan. And the required buffer yards on the north and west side should provide the necessary buffering to the multifamily residential uses in those directions. Because the subject application is consistent with the Shape Sioux Falls Comprehensive Plan, staff recommends approval of the rezoning. We did have 2 letters of opposition that we received, and we submitted those to you yesterday with your addendum packet.
Thank you, Jason. I had one question for you. The RA2 is both north and west. So why are there 2 different buffer yards?
The north parcel is zoned RA2. However, the form that is located on there is a twin home, which is an AD1 form. Therefore, this commercial use is required a bigger buffer yard from that.
Okay, so buffer yard is based on the form and not the zoning.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions for Jason? Thank you. Is the applicant here?
Good evening, Raquel Blount, Lloyd Companies, 101 South Reed Street, Suite 201.
Thanks, Raquel. Anything you wanted to add to what Jason had to say?
Nope, just wanted to explain, I think Jason did an excellent job, but, fully understanding the requirements with Shape Sioux Falls and setbacks and landscaping and proper buffering. And we also have worked with city staff on access points, and currently today there is access on 41st Street. And the site plan does not show that access, so we've made accommodations to kind of improve traffic flow, and it is part of a larger development, and hope to provide a nice multi-tenant retail building. So, any questions?
Thanks, Raquel. Any questions for her?
With your comments there, so this will not have direct access to 41st Street?
Correct.
Right, okay. Another question, since the current tenant of the current C2 lot is also got gas pumps, are those also going to be removed as part of the reclamation or restructuring of the?
Yep, that would be, full tank removal, environmental assessment, all of that would be taken care of prior to building.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep. Did anybody in the audience want to comment on item number 7? Please come up, state your name and your address for the record.
Ashley Oliver, 3301 South Holly. We live in the home directly north of this location. I guess I'm concerned about our property values that we're looking to sell and wanting to know if this is approved, when building would start, because we were told by our realtor during building we won't be able to sell the home.
Okay, that is, I think, a question maybe Raquel can help us answer, is when do you plan on starting the project, construction of the project? Next summer. So next summer would be their plan.
Possibly spring,
Thank you.
Diane, can you go back a couple slides to the, yes. Yeah, this is great. Either of these is fine. So there's another, from what I understand, multi-tenant building in this brown. Is that right? City staff?
Back to the map, the satellite version. There we go.
The parcel to the north there, we have as a designation of a twin home.
Okay.
I believe, I don't know if that's the neighbor that was up speaking or if she is the parcel directly north of this one.
Ashley, is that your home? Yes. Okay.
Twin home, okay.
And that's a twin home. Can I ask you to come back up here, please? Thank you. So this is, do you live in a twin home and you're looking to sell one half of it? Is that
The
correct?
whole thing.
The whole thing.
You
So-
own the whole thing and you're looking
Right.
to sell the whole thing?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And then I guess our other concern is employee parking. Currently, with the mall across the street, we have the employees park on the street by us since they aren't allowed to park in their own parking lot. So would this mall include employee parking, or will they also be parking on our streets is another concern.
Can you forward a couple slides, Diane?
Oh,
I think if you'll see this parking to the north side that would buffer up against your property,
Yep.
those parking spots there, I think, yep. My best guess, and Raquel can confirm or deny, but that would be employee parking for their, so they have access through that back way. And then all the customer parking would be a front of 41st Street.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashley. Was there anybody else that wanted to comment on item 7?
It's your time. If you have anything else you'd like to add, now's the time. Okay.
If not, we'll look for commission action.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Now is the time for discussion.
Well, you know, 41st Street, the traffic is, it goes without saying what that is, but I think ultimately we're going to see an improvement of this piece of property. I know those car washes have a ton of traffic in and out of them.
They're loud.
They're very loud. Their vacuums are loud. I've seen more than one car accident at this location, and I think that ultimately, I mean, if you look, this is a great slide because you look directly across to the east and you can see that it's commercial up against commercial. And so I will support this rezone because ultimately I think that it will improve this corner. I appreciate what Ashley has said. I will tell you, Ashley, based on my almost 10 years on this commission, that I think that that's a mistake. I don't think your property values will decrease at all. Of course, there's no guarantees about that, but we know that real estate in Sioux Falls is a very good investment and continues to be one of the best investments that you can make. And I think we would wish you all the luck as you go to try and sell that property, but I think actually it may be good.
I'd agree with that comment. I mean, with the buffer yard and, you know, the type of property that is, you're not going to have a problem with value at all. I don't think so.
Thank you, guys. Any other discussion? And then let's vote. All in favor, please say yes.
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 Opposed, same sign. Item 7 carries. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Make a
So
motion
moved.
to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned.